Welcome back to Franchise TV. On this YouTube channel, I'll unbox anything. Today I'm actually going to unbox a comic book bin. So these are made from the company BCW. They have been known for, what, probably 3 decades now. They used to, or they still do, they make stuff to protect sports cards, and they make a lot of items to protect comics like bag and boards. And now they have these hard plastic like bins that you can put all your comic books in. This is actually what I use for my entire collection. So they have the normal comic book bin that is just, it fits I think 150 comics bagged and boarded in this. And they have the graded comic book bin that holds, I do not remember, but I've already got 2 of these and they are filled up, so I had to order some more comic book bins. So we're actually going to put this together to make graded comics like these. Fit into this. So what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to show you how to put one of these together, because I'll unbox anything. Let's do this. So the normal graded comic book bin, I think this was around 25 bucks a piece. If you buy a whole case of 5 of them, you can get it for 20 bucks a piece. The graded comic book bins, this I think was $36, if I remember correctly. So it comes just like this. I mean, it is in pieces. You got like it comes with 1 divider in it. So that's if you've only got half of the bin full, you can slide this thing in there, and then you can like block off half of the bin and just keep the other bin, the front part of the bin, filled up and the comics resting against this. Comes with instructions. And here's the bottom piece of the bin. And that is what we have. Oh, 1 more piece. 1 more side. Okay. And what's actually nice, like these, on the very ends here, right in this area, you can put labels and label what it is. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of cheap when I do it. What I actually do, like my whole collection, I have everything labeled like Marvel, DC, and then like just Batman, just Spider-Man, just, you know, certain, like just Avengers stuff. Like graded comics, I'll have it like comic books that are worth like $1,000 plus, and then 500 to 900 and stuff like that. So easy, you just fill out like a little Post-it note, then you can slide it right down into it, and too easy. That's how I do it. Everybody has Post-it notes in their houses, right? Or you can actually buy like special stickers for it. Just use Post-it notes. Same thing. So with the instructions, it breaks it down very easily for you. Some people actually do like to glue these together as they put them together. I have not done that because these have a pretty tight fit to them, where there really isn't, in my personal opinion, a real huge need to actually glue together as you put it together. I mean, this thing is very well constructed. I mean, it's a very hard, sturdy plastic. Once it's all together, it's not coming apart, honestly. It's not coming apart. So all you gotta do, you take one side of this, you line up the holes, and then you start pushing them through. I would not push them through all the way. The instructions tell you to do it, but I put them in just enough so that it kind of catches, but it leaves a little bit of room here, because you have to be able to slide this bottom piece in. And if you lock all these sides in, I mean lock them all the way, that bottom piece, you have to actually loosen up these sides to get the bottom piece in. So, little tip from my, just from my own experience, do not lock them in all the way during the initial setup. And you always ask, like, how do you know which side goes which? Pretty much how you slide the Post-it note into this, that is the upside. And then the holes will line up. If you try to do it this way, with like the upside down, it will not line up because these holes shoot out this way and these holes go down. It's impossible, actually. They actually made this thing dummy proof. That is 100% accurate. I mean, there's no way. Of course, you can use the instructions to put this together. So now, next step, go ahead with this part that's already been attached together. Take the other side that has the top part of it and make it fit. So you'll just line up the holes once again. And once I said, this thing is dummy proof. And even if you make a mistake, not a big deal. Just, you know, pull them back out. So with this, push them in. Once again, do not push them in all the way. Oh, sometimes actually, you saw right there, as you're doing this, since I did not lock them in all the way, sometimes whenever you're putting in the other side, one of them could pop a little bit loose because I did not have these locked in all the way, because you're about to see why. Okay, so we got these together. Now it's time to put in the bottom part of it, which is this one. The bottom part. So the part that has the grooves on it, not grooves, but like the squares on it, that's the bottom piece. You want the flat ones to face inward towards the box so you can like easily slide the comics. So this is the reason why I say do not fully push the sides into where it clicks, because you got to be able to slide this thing in. So you slide it in. So this is the part, if this is already locked in all the way, it would not go. You would not be able to get it in. You would have to loosen it up a little bit. So now, and even sometimes, even when you don't push them all the way, it's a tight fit. There we go, the bottom piece in. Now at this point, you can go ahead, push in the sides. You'll hear once you get the bottom part connected, just kind of push. Hear that click? So right now this bottom part is secured, not all the way yet though. So now we have one side piece to install into the comic book bin. So once again, just line up the holes and you just slide it in. I recommend this side goes in at an angle. This one goes in going down. It's easier to put the one in that goes in at like the angle through the side first. My personal opinion. And then this side, then you just push down. If you put in the side for your final piece, you put in the side that has to be pushed down first, like this, and then you try to put in that side. It's kind of a pain, and you usually have to pop them out and redo them. Like this one, a little bit of tight fit on this one. Give me a second. Like that. If there's a little issue, just pop it back out. Oh, I see. This bottom piece has a little like notch in it where you need to line up that notch just right so that it fits into it. Hear the click, and now it's locked in. Now this is it pushes into place. Too easy, right? So now, this is the fun part. You're actually done constructing this, okay? Now it's just, let's get it all locked up. This is how I do it. Do you have to bang as hard as I do? Probably not, but I do it just to make sure everything is locked in nice and tight. It's probably gonna be loud on the camera, so I do apologize. Just making sure that everything is locked in nice and tight. Now for the, so I'm going to show you this. This lid here, it shuts just like that. It has locks on top, lock, lock. It is shut. Now I'm gonna make sure the bottom part, you're gonna hear a click right here. Hear all that? That's just the little tabs on the bottom of this box locking into the holes. That's all you gotta do. This thing is now put together. This is the sturdiest. This is not waterproof though, so don't think that this is not waterproof, but this is one of the most sturdy comic book storage bins that you'll be able to find on the market. I used to use the cardboard bins, but once I started using these BCW, like very hard plastic bins, I won't use cardboard bins ever again. It's like, here's the graded comics, fits right into the box, just like that. Perfect. And like the inner piece right here, if I want to lock these books back in the very back, slide in the divider, find the holes. Sometimes it takes a second to line up the bottom part. There we go. Well, yeah, there we go. And now That's the point of the divider where you can actually lock like the comics into a certain section of this. So you can actually, this thing fits a total of 4 dividers, only comes with 1. You can buy extra dividers like on Amazon for, I don't even know, because I've never bought them. But this is what I use for my comic books to protect them and keep them in fantastic condition. So this one is the graded comic book box. And then the other one I showed you first, this is just for comics that are not in graded CGC cases or CBCS cases. These are ones that are just bagged and boarded. Just bagged and boarded. Will fit in that one. So the height difference, you'll see, this is the normal bin, this is the graded bin. The graded bin's probably about 2 inches higher because of the actual encapsulation case. So that is this is the unboxing review and actual putting together of my favorite bins to store some of my favorite comics. Right? So, hope you enjoyed this. A little bit something different because in this channel, I'll unbox anything.